Yes, me being live. Hold on. It's hot as Lord knows in here. So hot. I'm not expecting anyone to really come here. I'm really just testing out my new situation. But hello. Hello. Yes, there's clothes in the back because I'm a real person and I have real laundry. I just really want to talk about P Valley right quick. I'm not understanding why my stuff is not where it's supposed to be. Not that, not you. Where's the logo? Find your way on my screen. What is going on? Hey, Alan, what's going on? If I'm looking down, it's because I'm literally looking down. I got a new webcam and it's up there, and I'm down here. So, but bear with me because honey, the choir and the competition are out apparently at this very moment. I'm doing well. How are you? I am. Oh, I see the problem. Now, why would you eject? See, this is some ghetto mess. USB, why would you eject? Let's start there. Why would you? Oh, is my camera gone, Lord? This seems to be all bad. No. Everything's ruined. But that's okay. This is my first live with this new system. And y'all gonna have to bear with me. You gotta bear. Yes, birthday. The 11th. What day is it? 3 days from now? 2 days from now. Come on. Good old, what's today? Tuesday. Thursday birthday. 25. Oh, what a good year. We love to see it. Okay, everything seems to be in order here. Let's talk quickly about P Valley. I don't have much to say. I mean, we are doing reviews on my other group channel with my girls, the Collective Three. Not as making me sign in to chat, girl. I was finna put it in the chat, but it's asking me to do work, and I don't feel like it. I am sweaty and my hair is wet, so I am dabbing with a t-shirt because I'm moist, and we're just gonna have to deal with it. Now, why you go where you need to? It doesn't matter. But yeah, we're talking about P Valley over on the Collective Three. You type in the Collective, but instead of the E is a three. On YouTube, and you can see our talks about that. We're a couple episodes behind. I ain't even gonna lie to you. We an actual couple. Alexis, how are you? How are things? I was gonna text you actually. And I hope this isn't an embarrassing question to ask on live, but did you baboo? Please. Lady T, what's up? What's up? Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna be here long. I just wanted to discuss really what I came here for. And we're gonna go ahead and put it up on the come on down in the valley. We're gonna put it up on the screen here. What is this? This here, what is that? Why? It's a problem I'm having. It's an issue I'm receiving in my spirit because why did they have Farrah come on my screen looking like Gladys Knight? She's giving very much if I were your woman and you were my man. You'd have no other woman. You'd be weak as a lamb if you had the strength to walk out that door. Like what? Yes, a mic. Oh, glory. Yes, Alexis. Ebo Shy. We bless God. But yeah, why is this? Why is this? What is the reason? Somebody explain to me because I'm not understanding. Why? If somebody could just tell me why. Tell me why. I'm not gonna spoil too much. We're gonna do that on the Collective. So join us over there unless you're saved. If you're saved, don't come by. If you my mama, my auntie, my grandmama, anything like that, you stay where you are. And remember, I told you this. I told you to stay where you are. So if you go over there and see something you don't want to see or hear something you don't want to hear, don't bring it back to me because I already told you don't go over there. Let me see. Yes, the 2004 Fantasia Gladys Knight 2000s Freaknik 90s hairdo. It is. Let's look at it again because I have the technology now. I So she texted Mercedes and was like, "Hey girl, come to Memphis." And I was like, "Oh, purr, go to Memphis, get celebrate, have you a little girl time." Um, and she walked into the studio and she was looking, and I was like, "Okay, we got a whole Mercedes experience, immersive photography situation, wonderful. That would literally, like, if a partner did that for me, please." Um, then I started thinking, like, is she getting a cut of the profits, honey? Is she making money off the tickets at the door or any photographs sold? Like, what? That bothered me because I was like, she already broke. She fighting for her life. Pay her. But then when Farrah slid on over, honey, in that orange outfit and this wig, I was like, I understand. And from a writing standpoint, as someone who writes shows, you don't ask me which show on TV I've written because it's none of them because ain't nobody picking up my stuff. um, but from the standpoint of somebody who sees television as a writer, from a writing standpoint, I understand what they was trying to do. They did it bad, but I understand what they was trying to do. My sisters in the writing room said, we're going to give Farrah this wig, that wig, for the sole purpose of showing everybody that she is a lesbian. And it was bad. It was bad. They had her married to the ugly coach because she never got to be married to the cute one. She was married to the ugly coach, honey, and she, they was all married together, and she had her longer hair, and she was giving you, feminine. And then, after she broke up with Coach, now she's getting a divorce, honey, and she's feeling her lesbian oats. They said, we're going to give the girl this one. And it's wrong. It's wrong. Kingdom of a Queen. What's up? But yeah, it's incorrect. It's not giving. It's not what anybody needed. Like, she looks okay. Hold on, I got a picture right here to give y'all a compare and contrast. And we already know who wore it better, so I'm not even gonna ask. But it's giving The Choir and the Competition being out. It's very much giving my ancestor, my mother, Cheryl Lee Ralph. Like, when I saw it, I was gagged. I was like, oh my God, why did they do that to that lesbian? Please. Like, she could be a lesbian with the same hair she was for 19, 20 years, however long she was married to the coach. She could have stayed being a lesbian with that same hair, but they said, nope, we got to queerify her with this. It's upsetting. It's disrespectful. And if I was Mercedes, I'd have been like, oh, what you do to your hair? What you did? Because I was attracted to with the other hair. I don't know about this one, girl. That would have been me. It'd have been like, this is not for me. This is not speaking. Singing does not put food on the table. It's clear. It's very clear. She said it. She said it. What your woulda, shoulda, couldas. Honey, The Choir and the Competition, they're out. And that's what Farrah was given, and it was just very upsetting to me. Come on, Mercedes-Benz said, I don't want none of those things. Period. Like, I don't. It's just so, as a queer, honey, as a that way, as a Beyonce's Renaissance recipient, it was stupid. It was like, girl, you don't have to come out as a lesbian and shave your head, girl, or do this. This didn't have to be done. This is terrible. It's upsetting to me. It's hurtful. It's a stereotype. And she didn't wear it well. That's the thing. Like my sister she could have done a shorter do. She just didn't wear this one well. Why I thought about the Popeyes theme song when she, period. She came on and said, honey, have I got a deal for you? 2 shrimp and 3 chickens for $2.99 only at Popeyes. And don't forget the red beans and rice. Like, terrible. See, I was so taken aback. I was on the phone on FaceTime with my partner, and I just, for a moment, I could not speak. I was like, why does she look like that? What happened? Because Farrah was sickening. Period. Annie. I forgot Miss Popeye had a name. Yes, Annie. But it was just, I was so taken aback with that hair. Like the season itself has been interesting. I have not been, I'm not gonna say I haven't been following. It just didn't, the season 2 has not followed the same structure as season 1 did. So it's throwing me just a little bit, because season 1 we was at the club, we was, throwing shaking it, even spinning it, twirling, dipping, doing splits. Honey, Gidget was there. We was on the pole. We was spinning around, right? Toy was in there farting on everybody. There was chicken wings and weed and Lil Murder. And it just, and DJ Never Scared. Like, it was giving all of that. This season is giving witchcraft and wizardry. It's giving lesbian with this haircut. Like, okay, I love that we took Mercedes and made her queer. If you paid attention last season, I think it was last season, it might have been early this season, when no, I think it was last season, when Mercedes and Autumn, who cares about her, honestly, were sitting at the table talking in Mercedes' home about some, the scams they were pulling, the money, whatever. And Mercedes was like, girl, if I had known, you was pulling scams like this, I'd have been trying to be your girlfriend. Like, that was a predecessor. Because I know some people are like, no, it came out of nowhere. Because all my mother said during the scene was, where's the money? Please, not repeatedly. Not you watching with your mama, girl. I could never. I mean, I told my mama, don't even look at P Valley. Don't go over there. It's not for you. My mama's saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, baptized in fire. It's a no. It's a big no. Watching that with, I took my mama to the theaters to see Moonlight when it came out in 2015. I was like, oh girl, it's a movie, honey. It's homosexuals. Let's go to the movies. Baby, that scene on the beach, I was sitting there just uncomfortable beside my mother, who was equally uncomfortable. We was just like, this is something. Yes, 2-piece and a fried wig. Because honestly, like, she really went to the, you know what? She did. I was finna say, she really went to a stylist in Memphis and said, give me that, but it's Memphis. Of course she did. And the stylist was like, purr. Because Memphis is that way. But like, girl, because I've heard some people saying like, oh, Mercedes, she gay this season. Like, she kind of been on the spectrum the whole time. And go, ooh. Baby, my neighbor hollered outside. Is she okay? I'm not finna get up to find out, but Lord help her. It was just like, ooh, damn. Everything all right? But yeah, she been on the spectrum the whole time. Congratulations to her for finding somebody who got money, who actually like her. I would like to see the relationship go further. I'm very interested in seeing how the classism and elitism is gonna work, because we have had scenes with Farrah saying, girl, I can't believe I'm talking to you, honey, you a stripper. And I want to see how that carries. I'd like to see more, because Mercedes was genuinely offended. P Valley and Euphoria are only from for the strong. Baby, I had to stop watching Euphoria because I was getting triggered. I was getting triggered, honey. I was like, dang, not me needing a hit of drugs with these children. Baby, the youth. We're praying for the youth. I keep my finger on the fast forward button. Baby, I keep my finger on the off button. Me and my mama do not have that relationship. We talk about a lot. I mean a lot. I tell my mama just about everything. But look, I'm not finna sit here and watch Little Murder uh, get bottom for the first time here on television with my mother. No, couldn't be me. Could not be me. Cause then my mama might have questions, and I'm not. I'm not answering them. Nope, not me. But yeah, what y'all interested in? What y'all think the finale is gonna give? Like, what's piqued your interest? What's kept you watching season 2? Because it's very different. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. The only thing keeping me watching season 2 is Mercedes and Farrell. Not because I'm interested. I'm like, I'm trying to see where we're going. What's tea? Because she is a little classist. She is a little elitist, but also, she trying to figure out. She being Farrah, she being Mother Wig. She's trying to figure out, what's going on, within herself, who she is. And you got Mercedes, who is very much just herself. Pretty much like Mercedes ain't had no, from what we could see, she ain't had no like gay panic. Oh my goodness, I'm with a woman, or she ain't like the only thing she worried about is getting her daughter back. That's the only thing she worried about, and I want her to get that little girl back so she can send her right back to her other mother. Like, go on and raise her for a month or two and realize how hard it is, and then go on about your day. Like, I know you love her, baby. Take her to Chuck E. Cheese and then drop off at her mama house because she bad. Her. Let me see what else has interested me. I don't care even a little bit about seasons and what's that nigga name? The man that's running for mayor. What is his name? I don't care so much that I haven't retained Andre. Andre, I don't care anything about them at all. At all. The little gag they gave us last episode that I'm not gonna spoil here. I just okay. Okay, like Whisper, she bores me, and Roulette. I'm also sticking around for Roulette because one thing about me, I love a psychotic woman. I love a psychotic woman. I feel like when they introduced Room for Mercedes, yes, Room for Mercedes Benz, I think we will lose a main character. It's probably gonna be Keyshawn, child. I'm not worried about it. As long as Mercedes stays where she is, I'm fine. I'm very much fine. Obama, aka Andre, needs to divorce his wife and just get with Amber. I don't care. I don't care. He could divorce her. He could stay with her. They could all be in a throuple together. It really doesn't matter. I don't want them on my screen. I don't care about them even a little bit. Where was I? Oh, when they introduced Roulette and Whisper, they just let them sit for like 8 episodes without making them interesting. And that bothers me because when we got to the 8th episode, Roulette got interesting. They should have introduced her to us as an interesting person. Like they should have before she even got to the club, before she auditioned for the club, we should have saw a little backstory scene of our sister playing roulette, honey, acting a fool, running crazy, doing whatever she does because she's interesting. For y'all to sit on this character and just have her in the background chewing gum and sucking private areas, it just for eight episodes, y'all wait till the very end to make our sister our sister. I don't understand. Harold, what's going on? Praise the Lord, and so happy to see you, honey. So happy. We are talking about P Valley, honey. We're just down in the valley. Keyshawn needs to get away from that man and need to get with Diamond. I guess. Like, if we were in early episodes, maybe episode 1, 2, something like that, when, but like, I mean, episodes like season 2, episode 1 and 2. But we've dragged this out. We have dragged it. I'm tired. Like, girl, like I said, the only thing keeping me hanging on is to see what's going on with Mercedes and Mother Wig, and to see what's going on with Roulette, who I really think needs to be a main character instead of a guest star. Gail Bean needs to be a main character, because when you look at the title sequence. Hey, I saw you were live and had to hop on in here. Well, praise the Lord. So happy to see you. But yeah, when you look at the title sequence, it says main characters names, starring blah blah blah, Brandy Evans, Nico, whatever, blah 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 blah, and then it says Psalm, whatever her name is, the lady that plays Whisper, and then it says guest starring Gail Bean. Why? Because Roulette does all the interesting things. She does all the work. Why is she not a main? Why is she a guest? Is it a contractual thing? Was she working on something else at the same time and she couldn't be a main on 2 separate? What's going on? Because my sister needs to be a main, and she needs to come back next season. Now, we haven't gotten renewed for next season. Oh, have you all noticed? Ooh, stay with it. Have you all noticed I got the P Valley logo right here? Because I'm very top tier now. I'm fancy, honey. I got a little check and said we're going to invest. But anyway, what was I saying? Dang, I forgot forgot my train of thought. Anyway, Gail Bean should be a main per. Why is Lakeisha Savage still a main? Because she's very much so giving reoccurring cast. Honestly, first of all, her having the same last name as me is some bull swanky. It's pissing me off. For those of you that don't know, yes, my birth last name, my maiden name is Savage. What are we gonna do about it? But for her to have the same name, jail. Now, my name's not Lakeisha. I think that's a very cute name. It's just not the one I have. But yeah, she's not interesting. At this point, it's giving ensemble cast. It's not really giving anybody's a main except for our sainted mother, Uncle Clifford, and LaMarcus. They the only two really giving main cast. Everybody else is giving, we'll pop in every now and again. Yes, thank you, Adele, for acknowledging my logo. I put some work in. I really didn't. I literally typed in to Google P Valley logo transparent, and then I saved it and put it on the screen. I think guest starring and the with etc. is a higher credit title that always confused me. When I think about it, I suppose you're correct. Because when they have like cameos on certain shows and you see like guest starring Drake or whatever, I guess that may be considered a higher credit. I guess. I literally could just go to the Wikipedia and see if she's listed as a main character or not, but I'm not going to do it because I don't want to. Anywho, come on, production value. Honey, I'm trying. I'm doing my best. But as Brandy said, almost doesn't count. Now, Brandy loves to get down and dirty and raunchy. Bring her on P Valley. Yes, who could Brandy be on P Valley? Let's think about this. Brandy. Now, Uncle Clifford does not have a father that we know of, which means he has a father out there somewhere. Brandy could be Uncle Clifford's sister. We could. I might allow that. Brandy could be Lil Murder's sister. That's also an interesting angle. I want Brandy. I've just decided. Somebody cast Brandy. She's not doing Queens, so she's fine. She's available. What is this? Oh, my grandma. I love her. Anyway, let's see. What do we want for season 3? DJ The Truth, what's up? How are you? It's been so long since I've done a live. I'm not even gonna jive, y'all. It's been a minute. And the main reason is because one of my close friends was always on every one of my lives. And he passed away 2 years ago. And I was like, girl, screw lives. I don't want to do them. Because my friend ain't going to be there. Let me see. But now I'm thinking they may end her character. I like roulette. I hope they don't end my sister. Bring her back. She's interesting. She's literally one of like 2 people that are interesting to me. Because Keyshawn is getting boring. She's getting played. It's not giving. Seasons never gave. Like never. Mercedes, it's getting dry. It's starting to get dry. It's like a white meat piece of chicken. It's a chicken breast. Where, okay, you take your first couple bites and it's like, okay, this is good. And then it starts getting dry. We're on the starting to get dry journey. They can do a Stars P Valley crossover. I would like to see it. Oh, the way me and my good sister Erica, the Bibliophile, if you're interested in books and things, she has a channel. The way we just started rewatching Star. Girl, yes, a P Valley Star crossover. Honey, let me see. Let's put this together. Y'all know I love to write for television. Let's put this together. So we down in the valley, right? At some point, I don't even really remember how Star ended. I never saw the last episode because one thing about me is if a show gets canceled, I don't watch the last episode because that means the show's over. And I have attachment issues. But let's see. We could have Star finding her way, child, down to the valley. I don't know how she's getting there. Maybe somebody brings her to Chuckalisa on a promise of a residency at the casino or something of that nature. Naturally, she's bringing her sister. I don't know if Alex is going because, again, Alex barely made it in Atlanta. And she was far too ritzy for Atlanta. So I don't know how she gonna do in Chuckalisa. I don't know. But she's gonna find her way there as well. Because her sisters are there. They are a family. Like a giant tree branching out towards the sky. So they find their way there, right? And the girls at some point they get attached to Uncle Clifford because one thing about Star, they gonna find him a queer to attach to. Maybe Uncle Clifford and Cotton go way back or something like that. Cotton is there too. I don't know how. But she's there, and she and Uncle Clifford go way back, honey. They've been good girlfriends for the longest time. And Star, she got to put some money on the table and some food in the bank for this baby she done had, child. I don't know. It's cute. Yes, Brandy can be the supplier of Big L. Now you're thinking. Big brain. Because my brain is medium size. Yes. Baby, Brandy pistol whipping Big L would be the highlight of my life, to be honest. Not that I don't like Big L. I think he's great. But I just like to see Brandy fight. Because she's not going to take a role unless she can swing on somebody. She's not going to do it. And then she going to turn back around and pretend to be Namaste. And act like she don't cuss in front of her daughter. Like she did on that Versus. But yes, a Star P Valley crossover would be delicious. It would. I like a little raunch. And if Star could have been just a little raunchier, if Star was on Stars, that would have really that would have blessed me. I wouldn't have seen it because I didn't have stars at the time, but it still would have blessed me. It would have been a treat when I finally got stars and went back and watched Star. Come on, her daughter. Let's see. Yeah, I basically P Valley is good. It's just we haven't heard talk of a season three, so I am starting to prepare my mind for the possibility that, as Michael Jackson said shortly before his demise, this is it. Um, but also I can't keep myself. Now she living out her Monica fantasy on the screen. Truly, she said I never got my lick back when Monica punched me before that performance, but I'm gonna take a role where I'm gonna slap somebody daily. That's what she said. Um, what was I saying, child? My mind is telling me no. I know I shouldn't make that joke, but anyway. Oh yeah, the possibility of a season three is up in the air. But as for me and my imagination, I'm just going to imagine that it's coming back and try to figure out what I would like to see. It's very simple. Okay, so I think I might be in the minority because I have thoroughly enjoyed season two more than I did season one. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I too have had more emotions towards season two. I'm not gonna say like I think I like them equally. I'm not even gonna lie because of the introduction of Gail Bean's character. First of all, I get to look at Gail Bean. A treat. That is a beautiful woman. She is so gorgeous. Top tier, honestly. So I get to look at Brandy Evans and Gail Bean, which that's good enough for me. I do enjoy Lil Murder. I enjoy the evolution of that character. Because as much as I love Uncle Clifford's not evolving that much. Lil Murder is Lil Murder and Mercedes are pretty much the two evolving characters, and Mercedes ain't evolving that much either. But Lil Murder, you can see the evolution of his character from season one, episode one, or episode two, whenever he premiered, to now. You can see there's been a grand evolution. You can see when he's in the room with Clifford last episode, he said, "Girl, you a mess." Like you can see, like, okay, he doesn't really understand why Clifford goes by she, her, but that's her business. I like it. I like it. It better come back. I hope it does. I really hope it does. But again, we haven't heard any, we haven't had confirmation. Usually by this point, we down to the last two episodes. I mean, we down to the last episode, I think we are. Like, let's get a little commotion, stars. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for the boy. So I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, as far as season two, I have to agree that I do enjoy it. It's just the storylines are different. I do find myself just not caring a lot, but when I do care, I care a lot. Like it literally goes from I'm bored to I'm interested. Like Patrice Woodbine, honey, last episode on that pole. I was like, she better. She had better. It blessed me, honey. It blessed me. But yeah, I don't know if it's coming back. I hope it does. I truly hope it does. I hope I get tapped to be in the writer's room. Either in the writer's room or to be one of the patrons at the club. Just something I would like to be on set. Personally. But yeah, I think it's I don't know, it's up in the air right now. Because also a lot of people haven't really enjoyed season two, and I don't know. I don't think it's getting the ratings it was. But I want it. I need Clifford and Lil Murder to end. If Clifford is to have a love interest, I need a businessman, very assertive and direct. Up the character's profile and dynamic a bit. Huh. No, I don't feel the need to argue with you. I don't feel I I like Clifford and Murder. I think it's great. Murder, excuse me, there's no R. I think it's a great little pairing. I think it's a wonderful coming out experience for Murder. I feel like if they were gonna break Clifford and Murder up, they would have did it with Teak. But unfortunately, they had other plans for Teak, so I don't know that would happen. But I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. I find it I find it difficult with Clifford because Clifford at the beginning of the situation with Murder was very much like, I can't date you. I'm gay in Mississippi. They gonna kill us. So I don't know that Clifford would would ever find, some old trade. I don't. It looked like Clifford was very content just being at home with grandmother. I don't know, but that could be part of the evolution. That could be a part of Clifford's transformation, if you will, to being something else, to being, one of the girls that goes outside, because you already gay in Mississippi. They know that. They very much can see that, baby. You're wearing heels and wigs and nails and lip gloss and things. So I don't understand Clifford's hesitation. I don't know. But it would be interesting to see Clifford with someone else. Even for a little while. Like, yes, I'm gonna go on and try this, but no, really my heart wants Murder or whatever. That would be interesting. Because Clifford does need a little something. They thought giving us Clifford's grandmama and then showing the ghost of Clifford's mother Beulah was going to evolve the character or give us something to hold on to with Clifford. But really, I don't know. To me, in my mind, as I watch the show, Clifford is just outfits and fans. Like, I don't know. But I would like to see more from Clifford. Oh, I heard something very interesting on Twitter, or I read something that said when Clifford was topping Lil Murder, that the writers had her strip herself of all femininity. Like, no wigs, just giving masculinity. I'd like to know how y'all feel about it. Those of you in the live, if you feel like telling me, and if you're rewatching the video, you can drop it in the comments also as well. But I thought it was a very interesting statement that she just because she didn't have a wig on, that kind of stripped her of her femininity. That was interesting. Like, I see it both ways. If we don't get season 3, I'm blaming Nikki or Nico. Nico as in Mother Uncle Clifford. Or Nikki as in Minaj. Interesting. We do need season 3 though. At least to tie season 1 and season 2 together, because they're two separate entities in my mind. Season 1 was we at the Booty Shake Club. Season 2 is there are ghosts in the Booty Shake Club. They're ghosts. Y'all saw Montavious reaching up from the below. Like, why is he down there? Very peculiar. What what is very peculiar? Nikki Gilbert, my God, today, not Curvado. Please, now she finally shut down the show. Because every time I think about her saying that they stole their show from her, I just imagine her playing Uncle Clifford. Because who else would she have been? There's nobody that reminds me of Nikki Gilbert. There's nobody that reminds me of anything Nikki Gilbert has done. There's nothing there. Was it just her wig, or was it nails, lipstick, etc.? It was all because she had just gotten out of the shower. So she was no makeup, no wig, no nothing. I think probably nails were there because you don't just pop off your nails. I mean, some people do, but it was not giving. I don't know. It wasn't giving dainty feminine. It was just giving this is a person to me. It wasn't giving feminine or masculine. It was just like this is a human being. Um, but please, not Mother Curvato got the show shut down. That's terrible. That is one of the worst things I've seen since the wig. I just don't understand. They had my sister looking like Fly Above. Terrible. Truly terrible. But I'm like I said earlier, I am very interested to see if they pursue a relationship. I think that's an interesting concept that the wig is what brings forth Uncle Clifford's femininity when I see Clifford being the more masculine in the relationship between her and Little Murder. Huh. I never gave them masculine or feminine roles in my mind. It's just like this is Clifford and Murder. Like it's just what it is. Which is interesting. I need to check my biases because when I'm looking at Farrah and Mercedes, I attribute the more masculine or the more top to Farrah, and the more I wonder why. I wonder why. I hope it's not a subconscious Farrah is darker, so I'm making her the more masculine of the two. I really hope it's not that. I'm gonna have to unpack that on my own personal time because I never want that to be the case, and I don't think that's ever been my my mindset. But I don't want it to start being. But that's interesting because I never even though Clifford is in the gowns, honey, and the outfits, the hair and the makeup, I never said Clifford is the feminine one and Murder is the masculine one. In my mind, I never said that. That's interesting. Or at least the more assertive and leading in the relationship. Hmm. That's interesting too because when I think of assertive and leading in the relationship, I think about Murder just showing up, honey, down to Miss Ernestine's house, like, okay, we together, and we having we having dinner, that kind of thing. But I mean, I guess yeah, they're both, honey. They is verses in my mind. It's just all verse. It's all verse. I've never characterized them as one or the other. But again, I have characterized Mercedes and Farrah in my mind as one or the other. I need to talk to somebody about this. Because that's something. Do I have a woman loving woman biases that I don't have towards men loving men? Well, we're gonna unpack that off off air. Uh, but yeah, no, I really don't know why I would attribute the more assertive top energy to Fair. I mean, I guess because when we were introduced to Fair and Mercedes having a relationship, Farrah kind of was the initiator. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. I'm gonna have to write a think piece and post it on Twitter. I was joking. I'm not gonna do that. I would never do that. That's foolish. For me, to the think piece writers, do it, honey. But as for me, somebody who can barely write a page of a show a day, me writing a think piece, useless. Um. Okay, so if we get season 3, I definitely want to center, and I think they're preparing us to center roulette as one of the main ensemble. I hope that they're going to center Roulette and decenter Seasons and have her be a little less there, just for the interest, because I don't care honestly. Like, girl, I understand Clifford fully, as far as you don't want to lose your grandmama's club. I get it. I get it probably more than a lot of people, because I have lost a lot of my childhood landmarks. Not even to the white man, to my own family. I have lost these landmarks, these things that remind me of happier times are just shot, gone, turned into something else, made into a church, hallelujah. All of that. So I get it. I fully get where Clifford is, as far as I don't want to lose my home. This is his, I mean, bad. This is her home. And I fully understand that. But they've dragged it out so much that it's like, girl, is they ain't gonna lose the club. I'm tired of waiting. I get the Farrah and Mercedes dynamic, because I too think Farrah is more willing and would go the distance between the two. Yeah. I think Farrah is the invested party and Mercedes is the call in coochie. Help. Yeah, I think Farrah would try to make it work more than Mercedes would. Mercedes is like, girl, I'm stressed. Let me go and get Ada out down to the Memphis, honey. Whereas Farrah's like, I really miss and love her. Let me call and see if she'll come and be my guest for the weekend. Yeah, I'm interested to see that dynamic. But as I was saying prior, I would like to see Gail Bean's character, Roulette, be centered more. Because, like I said, I think they're setting us up to center her as one of the major players in season 3, if there is one, by having her doing the madaming that she's out there doing, having her set up a situation with Toy. I'm trying not to spoil it, for those that haven't seen the last episodes. But they are starting to center her, and I would like to see that continue. I would like to see, child, I want to go to her house. I want to see her mama now. I want to see more of what has gotten her to be where she is today. I would like to see more. If there is a season 3, I hope the pink is revamped and moved to a more permanent place and Miss Ernestine cuts the ribbon. Period. Because we need Ernie to live. Honey, we got a phone call last episode. I don't know what the outcome of that was. But in my mind, it didn't look great. But yeah, I would like to see the pink revamped. The problem with moving it to another place, in my and what I assume to be Clifford's mindset, is that this is the place that I grew up. This is where I had my 5th birthday party. This is where I was running around, honey, and the hoes were taking care of me. This is the place. This is where I always was. This is where Isaac Hayes high-fived me when I was 2. This location is the place. Because they keep telling Clifford, like, it's just a building, and it's like, not to her. To her, this is a landmark in who I am as a person. For 40 years of my life, this has been my home. And y'all want to just tear it down and put a casino? Like, we could have been got another building. We could have been done something else. But this place is the place. I get that fully. So I don't know if they're going to move it to a more permanent place, because if they was going to move it, they could have just moved it. When we could have really just not had all the rigmarole around, selling the building, building the casino, all of that. I don't know that they would do that part. but I do hope it's revamped. Because girl, y'all spent all that money for that drive-through strip club when y'all should have been carrying on down to the building. And I understand you thought you was providing the service, yada blah blah blah. But y'all have held what you call this? What do you call them though? Car washes with just strippers in their bare hands. Not the Isaac Hayes, Mr. Truck Turner name drop. Listen, because they talk about Isaac down to Ernestine's all the time. But it just if y'all was gonna have a strip club car wash, y'all could have just had strippers washing cars. But y'all wanted to have all this fancy carrying on when that money could have went into the building, solidifying what you have. I don't know. But then again, the building is up in the air, so I think Autumn. Oh, that's a spoiler. But I agree, Tay. I agree. I just really I have this feeling, and I don't know why. I don't believe Autumn had a daughter. And I know it's been semi-confirmed when Montavious came in and she was like, Autumn is dead. And Montavious was like, well, good. Please, that's terrible. Oop, now my grandma asking what I'm doing. Should I tell her I'm on live? Is she gonna pop on here? She probably already here. I shouldn't lie. Let me see. Okay. Anyway, it's just I know it was semi-confirmed that she had a daughter, and we've seen a picture. No, it's cool, Tay. It's no problem. I'm just personally trying not to say spoilers because I didn't put in the chat that this was like in the title that this was a review or whatever, and I don't want anybody to pop in and be like, oh shoot, spoilers. But you can say whatever you want to in the chat. That's if they want to read the chat, that's their business. But yeah, I don't really know. I just have this feeling, honey, that Autumn, the child, wasn't real or wasn't her actual child or something. I don't know. It's very shaky how I feel about Haley. The daughter's name was Autumn. Yeah, she named her booty shake name after her deceased daughter. I didn't like it personally. If I died, I wouldn't want my mama to go to a strip club and say, call me my deceased daughter's name. Call me Kay. Like, no, I wouldn't want that personally. Like, shake booty under your own moniker, not mine. But I semi agree with you, Tay, that I think she probably did it on purpose because she's slimy. She's shiesty. She would. She's the type of person that would do it. And congratulations to her, I guess, for what's finna come. Also, uncongratulations because the wife is there. That's the first time I've heard that conspiracy, but she did have a C-section scar. Oh, she did have that scar. She did have that scar. So I guess she did. But it's not enough commotion about that baby. It's just not enough commotion. Like, baby, you just lost your child, your only living predecessor that you loved, I assume. And you ain't somewhere in a ditch. You ain't laid over. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of tacky, but live your life, girl. But then again, the baby could have died and she was in denial. Ooh, that's big brained. You using your noggin here. Now that's interesting. It does kind of, this is where my thoughts just don't meet. Because there were pictures of a little girl on her phone. But she could have just took pictures of somebody's baby down to the park. I don't know. Autumn Knight need Lakeisha Savage need Haley Colton. B is what Uncle Cliff would call her. Well, yeah. These children on P Valley are in danger all over. Everybody's in danger. Everybody, including Pharaoh's hair. Because what was that? I'll never get over it. Literally never. Um, it's just I don't I don't know. As far as seasons, honey, and her situation with her home life, they haven't given us enough, and they haven't clarified enough for me to feel for her in any way. They just haven't. And she's light skinned. So boo. No shade to the light skinned girls out there. I love y'all. Kinda. But like it's just very much giving a light skinned woman swoops in and pretends to save the function, but turns out she's evil or something. And the wigs they keep putting on seasons. Like, girl, when we were introduced to her, she had a cute little curly situation, and now she just wearing these wigs. Her forehead too big for it, honey. The part be slanted over to the side. It's just not terrible. Oh yeah, the pastor's wife wig. Yeah, Farrah, it's a mess. All bad. That's my little cousin in the open credit theme song, the little girl posing. I live for her. Oh, she is precious. She's precious. The two characters that stand out to me are that little girl and then the nigga on the horse. Because I listen, yeah, we all know I'm in the South. Um, I'm in the neighborhood that I grew up in, a house over because again my house was. I'm Uncle Clifford. Let's just say I'm Uncle Clifford. The niggas down the street used to just be riding around the block on their horse, and that just blessed me. It's like, oh, they got their horse out. So when I see that man on that horse, I'm like, yeah, who is that nigga on that nag? Who is that nigga on that nag? But yeah, I don't know about that conspiracy that Miss Haley was in denial. I like that. That's interesting to me. That speaks to me because something's not right. Something in the milk, filthy. The milk is black at this point because I don't understand. Like, I know everybody grieves differently, everybody handles things differently. We've seen Haley in her private moments multiple times, and our sister has not yet broken down. You lost your child within the past year or so. Because remember that it was still flooded when she moved to Chucalissa. Like, it was still like water up to here. Like Latifah, who's had it up to here. So you in the last couple of days from that point lost your child. You get to Chucalissa, we see you pretending to be drunk or whatever she was doing. I never understood, but we did not see that lady fall over this child, and I'm just not understanding. I think if the actresses switched roles, dang, I can't read. I think if the actresses switched roles, Andre's wife and Haley Autumn, we would get a better range for what the roles provide written. Yeah. Yeah, because Miss Wife, she does the acting. She does good acting. When she got caught up in at the house, again, trying not to spoil too much. Hey Xavier, what's going on? But yeah, when wife got caught up at the house, she was doing the acting. Per. Haley is smart but also calculating. You can never really trust her. That's why she preyed on that goober Andre. She knew he was weak in the knees. I agree. I very much agree. I think Autumn is low-key a sociopath. She doesn't react the way a regular person would. Oh yeah. Yeah, my sister is gone. She's not well. Because here's the thing, I'm a little bit crazy. I'm on medication. Um, but the way I act in public a lot of the times is not the way I act at home. Like, and that's for most people. That you don't even have to be on medication for that. Just if you're out and about and you've recently lost someone, you're going to pretend to be strong. You're gonna pretend to be like, yes, girl, it's fine. Like, rest in peace. Um, but when you get home, you're gonna be like, ah. And the thing about it is, we've seen Haley September, spring, summer. Please, why did I give her my name? We've seen her privately at home, and she did not do the crying. She did not do the breaking down. She did not do the, let me take off the persona of being strong. We didn't see none of that. So yeah, she's not well. She is not well. She might have drowned the baby herself, child. The nerve of that heifer to have that reaction, like Andre didn't catch her with that doctor meat in her. Not the doctor meat in her mouth. Eee. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when you right, you right. Neither one of them. I mean, if I guess either they both could flip out or neither one of them could flip out, but y'all on similar playing fields. It's why she doesn't understand Keyshawn's concern for Uncle Clifford. It's literally not in her mental capacity. You are preaching. Let me put up the first lady wig. Well, preach, Pastor. Preach. She stored all of her pain in a vodka bottle. Because our sister wasn't even a drunk. She really wasn't even a drunk. Because my sister said, you know what, I'm going to drink for like a week. And after that, I'm just going to pour all my liquor down the drain and never have a drinking problem ever again. Like, girl, that's not how it... Okay. Like, I'm gonna pour all this liquor on this fresh clean money that I've laundered, and then that's it. It'll never be a problem for me again. Like, that's not how addiction works, but okay. But yeah, Xavier, it not being in her mental capacity, you are hitting on something. That ain't the first lady wig. It's the first side chick wig. Cause what the was that? Baby, when she popped up on the screen, I scrimped. I said, I know that's not Mrs. Coach. That's not Farrah. No. No. Baby, she got on there looking like Gladys Knight. It was terrible. And I spoke about this a little earlier, Xavier, but you weren't here. It's the writer's way. As someone who aspires to write for TV and writes shows constantly, it was the writer's attempt at showing us that she is now fully a lesbian. But the thing about it is, you could just be a lesbian without cutting your hair and looking a fool. People do it all the time. Look at Kaylani. She she came to her realization that she was not bisexual, and she did not cut her hair off. She didn't. She curled it and kept going. That's not how it works at all. You need to release this. I mean, listen, because my sister was just like, I won't be drinking any longer, or I won't have a drinking problem. Because we've seen her, with the cup. We've seen her with a glass. But my sister just knows when to quit all of a sudden. Because she's playing. She's playing. I feel like there's more to her background than the little that she told us. Oh, definitely. Definitely. But that's the thing. P-Valley, they keep jumping here and there instead of giving us the information that we require to further enjoy the show. Like, it's a good show. It's a great show. Love it. Again, we'll be toe up if they don't bring it back. But we need more. You can't just introduce a character to us and have her just going. And we don't know nothing about her. She had flashbacks, honey. She was down at the car wash suffering. That was the only time we saw our sister break down. But like, Okay, give us more. Who is her mama? Who is the white lady that raised her? I need details. Let's see. Farrah came in with a bad wig and no 40 stacks. Trifling heifer. Truly. Truly. Because I was like, not you having an exhibit with this heifer and all her pictures and her body and things. Where's the proceeds going? Give her the money. Give it to her. Did y'all notice? When Mercedes left for Memphis, she was a hoe, but she came back a businesswoman. Baby, my sister had on an outfit. She had a jacket on. She was sitting, honey, in her throne, talking to Murder, just giving wisdom. I was like, girl, not that Punani changed you like that. Not it did you that way. Everybody needs a backstory episode, but that would be a whole season because we got too many characters. Orange is the New Black did it, and people was like, yes. So P Valley can do it too. They already started to do it. They had the makings of. But really, there aren't that many characters to backstory. Because we don't need a backstory on Whisper. We don't need a backstory on Toy. We got a backstory on Keyshawn. So that's one down. Let me see. We need a backstory on... We starting to get a little bit on Clifford. So we really, I don't know. We can make it an episode, but... Now my grandma texts me she watching an African movie. I know that's right, girl. But yeah, we either can do a backstory full episode on Clifford or just keep giving the little sprigs that we're getting, because we're getting tastes of Clifford, and that's cool. Like I said, we already got Keyshawn. I would sit there through a autumn episode. I would sit and I would watch it. I don't want an Andre episode because we've already got enough about him with his goddaddy, and his daddy was in jail and all that. I don't care nothing about the rest of it. But Orange is the New Black used to have 13 to 15 episodes. These short seasons ain't gonna give us backstory. That is true. That's very true. We do need a little longer. Maybe every season will get longer and longer. Because last season was 8 episodes. This season is 10. Maybe we'll get on up to 12 if we get a season 3. But I need backstory on Autumn. I need backstory on, like I already said, Roulette. I need backstory. We kind of getting bits and pieces of backstory on Mercedes, but a full cohesive backstory on her would be cute. I kind of want to see some backstory on Farrah. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because why you was married to that man for 19 years and you're not that way, sister. You're the other way. And Orange is the New Black used to have parallel timelines. People are already confused about P Valley. Well, when you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. Because let me tell you something. When Mercedes had done fell off that pole and went over to look at Tyler Perry's boyfriend in the face and started shaking, rattling, and rolling, I was like, now what are we doing? Why is she shaking and vibrating, gyrating on this land? I was taken aback. Because didn't nobody tell me we was going to Hogwarts? Nobody said that to me. I would have got my things. I didn't come prepared. But yeah, backstory on Diamond. We've been getting little sprigs. I guess we could see that man in Iraq or whatever. But the characters that they are trying to put right here in our faces and say, this is your character. We gotta have some detail. We gotta have a little bit more. Yeah, because I'm thinking about the cast and I don't need Gidget to come back and give us a backstory. We already know her mama was on drugs. I was scared P Valley was going the way of Empire with the magic and celebs. I mean, it still might be. I'm not gonna lie to you. It very well still might be going the way of Empire. Um, but hopefully they pick up from where Empire went wrong and do it right. They proved me wrong. I don't think. I don't. It's only season two. Empire was still good in season two. Um, but yeah, it's good. I just have notes, and I would Katori call me, girl, because we can sit and talk about this thing from one writer to another writer. Just give me a ring and be like, okay, so what's up? And I can tell you what the people want because I talk to the people. I'm talking to them right now. Um, but yeah, I think it's cool. I think the fact that this show has a lot of conspiracies makes it even more fun. I think they should have used the ghost of Montavious more, like really push the narrative of it's a ghost in this damn club. I mean, honestly, why is he not running through the club slapping asses? Why the pole ain't spinning on its own? Why is he in there just reaching up from the floor? Montavious, get in there and shake it up. Pour yourself a drink. And have the girls like, why is the bottle floating? Shake it up, Montavious. If you gonna be a ghost, what did Martin Luther King say about being a street sweeper? If you gonna be a ghost, be the best ghost you can be. You're giving us lackadaisical. I need more from you as a ghost. Okay, I need wallets floating out of men's pockets. I need all sorts of carrying on. I need the bullet that was the bullet that was getting ready to go shooting across the parking lot. I needed to stop and go in slow motion because you done caught the bullet and now you just walking with it slowly. And the girl's like, not the bullet going slow. I need something. Because why is you just reaching up from the ground? Give us more. I don't think Diamond is gonna get a backstory because he's now been reduced to guest starring because he's on Harlem. I've never seen Harlem. Is it good? But yeah, I don't need much of a backstory. They already told us he was in Iraq. That's enough. We get it, or at least I do. As somebody who has a military father with PTSD, I get it. You say no more, say less. I'm just glad they abandoned the ghost because it just didn't fit with the feel of the show. It didn't. But if y'all gonna have a ghost, do it up. Where y'all think Montavious is buried? Some people say he's in the wall, but remember when Clifford said they chopped him up? Yeah, I don't think he's in the wall. I don't think he's in that wall. That would be terrible. Never that. In the wall? Not me. I think he's probably down in in the cooling waters of Grandma's well. Not you wanting P Valley to turn into Charmed. I do. Have it do give it some, if you gonna have a ghost, if you gonna show us supernatural things, show us supernatural things. Okay, have Montavious' hand reach up and grab somebody's ankle and they trip and fall. Give us hijinks. Don't just give us ghost. Just hand. Please. Because what is Whisper's purpose? Whisper's purpose is to just sit there and say, are you ready for twins? The wind told me that you're going to be bald-headed tomorrow. Let me check my spinning crystal and see if it's going to rain. Like, she's just there. She's just there. With them eyes looking at you. It's terrible. It would stink. If Montavious was in the wall, baby, it would smell more than just toys farts. It wouldn't be great. It wouldn't be great. I don't care how much lime you put on it. Look at John Wayne Gacy. How that man house smelled like booty all day. Terrible. A few people conspired that because they painted the walls red in their private room. But y'all got a point, it would smell. I think it was some blood splatter. I imagined it was just, a nigga got shot. Y'all saw he got shot probably in a major artery because of the way, as soon as he got shot, It was just an ocean of blood coming up under that door. Like, dang, he didn't even have time to feel the bullet before he was bled out. Did y'all see how much blood came from under that door? Go back and look at the last episode of season 1. Blood. Blood. I mean, just a pool. Terrible. Give us Jimmy Bones. Right. Shake it up. If they get rid of the pink, Elements would be homeless. Okay. That don't mean nothing to me. She been homeless before. She can be homeless again. I do not care. But I'm sure she would move in with Andre. Either way, I don't care. Like, she can figure it out. She a scammer. Scam your way into a home. It's very simple. Not the UPS truck zooming by. I hope y'all have a package for me. So I have a theory. They're gonna frame Derek for Montavious' murder. Ooh, now that's tasty. That's tasty. That should have been done a long time ago if they was gonna do it. Cause like, honey, this man is bones at this point. As Diane Sawyer said to Whitney Houston, happy birthday, Whitney. As Diane Sawyer said to her in that interview, the bones. Baby, he bones. I don't either, just saying, yeah. She really, who was it? She was talking to Keyshawn and said, how you think a hoe stay rich? She don't pay rent. She thought she ate that. She thought she devoured. She said, this is tasty. No, baby. You sound stupid and poor. You sound stupid and poor. Like, girl, you live in a strip club and not like atop the club in a nice little penthouse situation. No, baby, you live in one of the rooms. Trying to make the girl think. You trying to trick this little 20-something-year-old girl into believing that you have Skrilla. You have not Skrilla. Roulette was a whole pimp. Roulette a whole pimp. Yeah. Yeah. And that's tasty to me. I love a madam. I live. One thing about me, a character that is woman aligned. She can be non-binary. She can be a person who considers themselves male but goes by she, her. It could be anything. A woman aligned psychotic character with it seems that they have no conscience, no morals. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live personally. They didn't eat it all. The plate was full. It's giving delusion. Honestly, how you think a woman stay rich? She don't pay rent. Well, let me tell you right now, I'm living in my in my grandma rent house, not paying rent, and I'm not rich. Sorry to me. She mad too. She like, can I get some rent? And I'm like, I don't have any. I'm poor. Let me not say I'm poor. She hates to hear me say I'm poor, but like, baby, I ain't got no money, so I don't know what you want me to call it. No, because rent and tuition be eating up my check. I felt Autumn when she said that. Listen, sorry to you for getting a better education, but have you considered not? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Stay in school. Stay in school. The thing about it is, it's going to turn around for you. Because once you get your degree, honey, and you start working in your field, the girls are going to pay you the big bucks. You probably going to be working for Keisha Cole or somebody. Please, not that being the aspiration. I'm a villain. I understand why you would feel that way, but no, it's not the look. Like I said, if she bought the building built on this lovely little penthouse situation, but no, our sister is staying in the room where Roulette is giving head. Honey, she's sleeping on all sorts of bodily fluids during the pants denim. No. But I don't think Roulette is a psychopath. She has a code. Yeah. I shouldn't say no morals. I should say low morals. compared to everybody else on the show. Um, Now I'm getting creative writing degree. Ain't no big bucks yet. Oh well, let's link, honey. Let's link because I love to write. We can write us a hit show, a hit novel, something. Per. Um. So yeah, when when Kaya comes out with her next erotic novel, you the ghost writer. Per. I got this. I'm your agent now. I'm setting you up with big deals, big opportunities. Um, I don't remember what I was talking about, child. Oh yeah, roulette. Yeah. I don't think she's a psychopath per se. I think she's just been through a lot and don't care. And let me tell you, I'm there. I'm right there with her. Like I'm not gonna kill nobody at this stage in my development, but I do not care about a lot of things. I find myself on death's door all the time, and I just be like, well, it's time. Like whenever I'm in a life or death situation, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna die. Well, anyway, like I just can't bring myself to be alarmed, and that worries me. It worries me. But I think roulette is very much on that same order of like, girl, I don't care. I've been through so much, honey. It's enough. Like, if the gun shoot, the gun shoot, and if it don't, it don't. But I do find that at the end of the episode where she was doing the roulette, when she opened up the gun to reveal that one bullet and just walked off into the rain, I was like, that's so corny. Please, please. But anyway, child, now we've been on here almost an hour and a half. Love to see it. Let me see. We could probably go to 2 hours. What time is it? It's 8 something here. Oh, no. Not I hit my camera. Doggone it. Hold on. This is so finicky. There we go. Very finicky behavior. Come back here. Come back right now. Why are you trying me? Jail. Jail. This was lovely. It was. I thought I was gonna maybe go another couple of minutes, but child, this camera is carrying on. You didn't miss much. I spent the majority of the beginning of the video talking about Miss Farrah and her wig and how she looked like Gladys Knight. I'm sorry. Like, couldn't you see her playing Gladys in the movie? The lights went out, but the P-Valley graphic is living. Please. Sharmona, what's going on? It has been a minute. Long time no see. I'm going to try to give it about 30, 40 more minutes. Speaking of Mississippi, have you watched Belle Collective? I sure have. I put up a video, I think it was yesterday, recounting the first episode of this season. Honey, let's scoot on over. Let's pretend like we in the same cinematic universe and talk about Belle Collective right quick. Marie get on my nerves. She worries me. She worries me. Oh, not everything going wrong. Help me. But yes, Marie, she does too much. She's always got an attitude. Like, it's just not it. Like, girl, do better. Do far better than you are doing today. Ooh, child, not everything acting a fool. Hold on. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Honey, I'm trying to navigate these new things. Marie got a worse wig than Fair. She sure does. She surely does. Looks a damn fool. The damnest fool. Just, I mean, for what reason does she look like that? Ooh, not you. I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me. I'm learning a new interface. And yeah. Honestly, everything at that brunch was Letitia's fault. She should have just let Marie walk away. I Marie standing up and walking off, and Letitia getting up and going behind her at her own brunch could have never been me. It could have never been me. Marie got a wife. That lady that's always by her side is always by her side. There's no reason for Letitia to have gotten up at her own function. Let me see. Honestly, everything is. Oh yeah, I already read that. Letitia's fault. Yeah, it. And we expected to feel bad for Marie because our sister's mama is on drugs. Like, no, you're grown at this point. Like you're working in the mental health realms, which means you can seek the help. You can seek the help, but you're not seeking the help. And naturally, I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. It just, I'm tired. It just, Marie, her attitude coming into the brunch. Like, if you knew you weren't feeling the brunch, don't go to the brunch. Michael Jackson said, if you can't raise a baby, then don't have a baby. If you can't go to the brunch and act right, then don't go to the brunch. Question, there's an option on YouTube Live to insert images, or is it an option app like StreamYard that allow? Okay, yeah, I'm using Streamlabs. I'm paying $20 a month to come to y'all and put things on the screen because last time I did a YouTube Live from YouTube, it didn't have that option. Now, mind you, I haven't done a YouTube Live from YouTube in quite a while. So I don't know if the options are there or not, but I know what I wanted for my channel, and I know Streamlabs had that. So I just went on ahead with Streamlabs. And I am learning it. I'm not good at it yet, but I will be one day. And the girls will be like, oh, look at that live. Anyway, yeah, Marie, all bad. All bad. Her attitude's bad. Her hair is bad. It's just the color she has chosen for her hair. 613 is not, it's not it's not enough. You're welcome, Kingdom of a Queen. You can actually hit me up if you're interested in if you have more questions or whatever. Like I said, I'm new to this. This is my first time doing this on live, but anything you want to know, I'll help you figure it out. How do you feel about the green-eyed bandit, Akeisha? Girl, boy, I'm sorry. Akeisha it's a no. It's an immediate no for me. I could never have a friend like her, is what I will say. I'm sure as a person, she's fine. I'm sure off TV, maybe she's fine. Her coming on this show, first of all, you watched season 1. You familiarized yourself with the show before you signed on to be on the show. So to walk into this brunch and be like, oh, I thought it was going to be this many girls and blah, blah, blah. And, oh, I can't believe, like, okay, I'm rocking with her on the dirty plate because I wouldn't have ate off a dirty plate either. And I feel like Letitia getting a little up in arms about Akeisha calling out a dirty plate bothered me a little bit, because why you want your guests to just settle down? The plate's dirty. If it's dirty, it's dirty. But Akeisha walking in, oh, it's just 7 or 8 people in here and I can't believe and blah, 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 and I don't ever want to be invited back. Like, girl, Terrible. And so Gucci, why is that your name? I call it a U.S. Constitution wig. It looked like the same piece of hair the 4 5. I mean, listen. Did you see my tweet, Harold? I tweeted a picture of her sitting by side George, honey, Mr. Washington. And I just don't understand. I don't understand why she looked like that. It was disrespectful to me. It was disrespectful to all the viewing audience. It was disrespectful to her mama, who just had her a cute little updo. She said, "Mama, now why you go back over there and do them drugs?" Mama said, "Because I'm addicted to drugs." Girl, don't ask me no stupid question like that. But she said the plate was dirty like 12 times. How many times you gonna say the plate dirty? Just ask for enough. Listen, you're right. Like, I would have called it to the host's attention. Well, first thing I would have done was seen if there was an available place setting that didn't have a person sitting there, and if the plate was clean, and I would have swapped it out. If that wasn't an option, I would have called it to the attention of Letitia quietly. Cause now Latrice in there like, my plate dirty too, girl. Like, no. We're this is a function. We're ruining a moment here. I would have called over Letitia, honey, Tasha Cobbs Leonard. I'd have called Tasha Cobbs Leonard over, and I would have said, "Hey, my plate dirty. Can we figure out a way? You know, I can, run and talk to someone, or you can, either way." But she made it a big deal. She did. I missed that tweet, but all I hear when she on the screen is the Star Spangled Banner, please. Not F. Scott Fitzgerald. Free him. I'm gonna find the tweet and I'm gonna tag you. Because, wow, what a moment that was least pleasing to me in my career. Belle Collective. But yeah, they looked a fool. A full fool. She looked a mess. Letitia also looked a mess, not necessarily by the head, but by the behavior. With Glenn, all of that bothered me. And then her getting up and going and talking to the heifer that just stormed out of your brunch. It just, it just didn't work well for me. Please, not I can't find you. H. Please. This is terrible. The way I can't find, that's fine. I'm just gonna retweet it. Don't even worry about it. And I'm gonna type your name. So you know it's for you. But I couldn't find your at because my phone is being stupid. Anyway, yeah. Getting up, leaving my own brunch to tend to somebody who got an attitude could never be me. Why they in the men's room? I didn't understand that either. I didn't understand why she stormed off into the men's room. I didn't understand why the Oprah Winfrey Network production felt like showing the placard over the door that said men's like 5 times, so we know they in the men's room. Like, was the female the women's restroom, was it out of order? Was there a big cone in front of the door? Like, why is y'all in the boys' bathroom? Get out of there. It just didn't make sense. And then Marie's wife done come in the room, child, with her little finger wave situation and one shoulder out, trying to help rectify the situation. And when she got in the room, me being Letitia, I know, and that's I typed that in, but it did not come up. Did you block me? Don't say you blocked me, Harold. That would be terrible. But yeah, when wife came in, me being Letitia would have tiptoed right on out. I wouldn't have stayed in the bathroom hollering with that lady. Would never have done it. Production was so messy for how they got that shot of the men's sign. Truly, and just kept showing it. I miss Marie's finger waves. I miss anything other than what she's been doing lately. I'm sorry, but sister, You see how we talk about Nene and then you want to get on TV looking like that too. Why? Why? You had like 10, 12 years of Nene Leakes being on TV getting talked about by the head. For you to get on here and do the same thing, the same wound play. Never. Twitter stays on some foolishness. I know that's right, because if you blocked me and you was in my live, I'd be like, now Harold, why would you do such a heinous thing? A crime to me? Terrible. But yeah, Marie's hairstyles, foolish. Foolish. And for her to get on TV, and it checked out too. For her to get on TV and say, yes, I'm a cosmetologist. Yeah, you look like one. No shade, I'm third generation. I'm third generation. We look a fool. Now I'm saying we, but I don't have necessarily my license. I did go to school. My mom and grandma got their licenses. I just went to school. But yeah, we tend to look a mess. Not my mom and grandmama. They generally look great, but I've seen cosmetologists. I've seen them. That would be low down. I would never be phony like that. Please don't. Please. Even though I would laugh. Like that wouldn't make me mad. I would just want to know why you blocked me. Why you did that? But yeah, Marie looks a mess. Akeisha, I'm not gonna have a good time with her this season. I can tell. So Gucci, I'm not sure either. I just want them to bring back Twan. Bring back Twan. Bring back Twan. Bring my girl back. I miss Nene's old hair and her old nose too. The hair and nose made her iconic. When she bought her white features, her icon status went down. Child, y'all seen the most recent picture of Nene looking like Portia? Child, that thing shook me up. I would display it here, but it's gonna take me a long time to find it, pull it up, and put it on here, and we be done talking about something else. But child, she look a mess. I mean, she doesn't look bad. She just don't look like Nene. And it's like, girl, when the Lord call you home, he not gonna know if that's you. He gonna be like, who is this? This is not the Lanithia I put on earth. But yeah, Akeisha, I don't know. I liked Antoinette, but she said she declined coming back this year, and she thanked Carlos for the opportunity. I know she did, because it made her look like she really is mean. It made her look mean. It made her look tacky and bad. And she said, I'm not gonna have that. And it's like, girl, we already saw you. Now you may as well come back and be cute on TV like we like to see. Let's see. Antoinette is doing quite well for herself in Jackson, so I get it. Yeah, period. Antoinette was cool, but I wanted her to leave that white woman at home. She did carry around a white woman. I forgot about that. My Lord, today. Just carried that lady like a purse. Just everywhere. Had that lady at the brunch, at the Black Women Empowerment brunch. Now, why is she here? They should bring Miss D on Belle Collective. They should. Now, is Miss D a Belle? Not at all. Should they bring her on the show? Absolutely. Have her go head to head with Akeisha, who thinks she's the baddest Belle to ever walk? I would watch it. I would watch it. And they need to bring some of them mamas from the Dancing Dolls. Bring them all, honey. Bring them all. Not I done ran out of water, my God, today. We're going to have to wrap this live up. I love water. Kaylin, the real person who was telling all of Marie's business and not Latrice. Well, but she can't be mad at a white lady. You can't be mad at a white lady. She's a white lady. You can't be upset with her. You gotta be mad at your black counterpart. Girl, it looked like someone was walking behind me. It better be still. Yeah. Kaylin was messy. Like, I feel like if Antoinette came back on the show without Kaylin, it could have redeemed her person. Like, her as a person. But no. If Marie can be a Belle, then so can Miss D. You're right, though. You are right. Because Marie has no coof. Honey, she asked her mama why she was out there doing them drugs. Her mama said, I'm addicted to drugs. Duh. Are you? What's not clicking? I love drugs. Ah! And please, I'm not laughing at that lady pain. I'm just laughing at the fact that, like, why would you ask your drug addicted mama why she's doing drugs? Because she addicted to drugs. But Lord, Marie, I hate this. I hate this, and I try not to bring it to this place, but Marie being a darker skinned woman and then being the one on the show with all of that attitude and all of that negativity, I hate to see it. I'm actually glad we have Aikisha because Aikisha got a lot of hate and negativity in her too, and so we can bring some balance. We can bring a light skinned, green eyed heifer with some negativity to balance out the fact that we have this darker skinned young lady with without balance and with negativity. T. Toribio, oh, oh. Happy Tuesday. How are you? How art thou? Her mama was high as a church steeple at that fish place. Sure was. Sure was. That lady said, I am addicted to drugs. What more do you want from me? I love drugs. Okay? I would put drugs before any of my family because I'm addicted to it. The first time I pushed it through my veins, the hug it gave me, it never let me go. That was Marie Mama on Veins, Jasmine Sullivan's hit song Veins. That was her. I believe that. But Letitia is dark skinned and the nicest woman on the show, honestly. She may be a little slow, but she's nice. You're right. You're right. But people are not going to see it that way. Letitia is the nicest person on the show. She's a bundle of joy. She's precious and just, I want to hug her when I see her. But people are going to take Marie and say that this is the representation of black women, dark-skinned black women specifically. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I hope all is well your way too. Everything is fantastic. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad to see it. Actually, I might text you in a minute because Nichelle and I are supposed to be doing some P Valley talk if you're not busy. But it might be a little later. I know you a couple hours behind us, so I don't know your schedule, but yeah, I'll text you here in a bit. Let's see. Her addiction ain't funny, but I was tickled I had Marie had her own camera in the addiction. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, listen. She said, I want to be real and transparent and show y'all my drug addicted mother. And honestly, I mean, she was clean. Her hair was done. She looked okay to me. She looked like somebody who has battled with drugs, but it's not the worst condition of somebody. It's not like when we was watching Tiny and Toya went down and was looking for Crazy Nita. And we found Crazy Nita out there looking how she was. It's not that same energy. And I hope it didn't need. Is she still living? I know Toya's brothers went on to glory, but is Nita still with us and is she doing better? Somebody check in on Nita. See how my sister is holding up. She was presentable. She was presentable. She was. She looked like, this is how she's going to look. She looked fine to me, honey. She was just enjoying her fish plate and telling her daughter she was addicted to drugs. Not too much more I could ask for. Not a lot more. But yeah, I miss Twan. Twan was my favorite. Who else on the show? Letitia? No, not Letitia. Latrice. I would like more from Latrice, but I don't know that she could give me more. Her husband changed fixed the leak in her shampoo bowl, and that's all it gave. Now, mind you, I haven't seen episode 2 yet. Or is episode 2 out? Because I keep seeing on the internet that it comes out on the 15th, but it looked like I saw somebody post a review for episode 2. So maybe somebody got a extra. I don't know. Let's see. I think Nita's still alive because she was at the funerals and was raising the granddaughter. Okay. Well, praise God for Nita. We're blessing the Lord that she is able to do what she is doing. We're asking God to keep her. Honey, keep her, because Now that's how you don't want to look on TV. That's not how you want to look. And as far as Marie's mama, as far as drug addicted parents on television, you got Nita, you got Frankie, God rest her soul. Like, we've seen it bad. I feel like Marie's mama wasn't that bad. Episode 2 was the one with the brunch. Episode 3 is the 5th. Oh, so I missed episode 1 then. Did I? I don't know, child. I do not know. I'll go back and look. Yeah, so I think I missed episode 1. It really don't matter. Ain't nobody watching my videos on it anyway. It does not matter. Oh, the way this is empty. Yeah, I feel like, we could have seen the mother look much worse than we did. So shout out to her for combing her hair, honey, and going down getting her fish plate. Like I said, Latrice, she's not doing much for me. She was more interesting when Twan was with her. Episode 1 is when we learned that Tamara's boyfriend might be cheating on her. Yeah, I didn't see that at all. Lord, not you cheating on the midday diva. Oh, bless her heart. Her and her eggs. We was finna have a baby. Terrible. Yeah, I need to go back and see that one, because I am off schedule. Anyway, yeah, I really ain't got that much more to talk about. What y'all want to talk about? I'm gonna do another 14 minutes. I was so confused when Timber said they're trying to have a baby, but they don't have unprotected sex. Well, they not trying to have a baby. Somebody not. Somebody might be, but somebody else not. Because that's not it. I mean, it can happen, but that's not how it generally happens. Now he cheating with Letitia, friend. Oh no. Now why is Letitia in it? Why is she in the midst of it? Hate to see it. Help her. Now why am I in it? But yeah, what y'all want to talk about for the next 13 and a half minutes? Because I don't have it. In a way, the Lord is protecting her because he knew that man is seeing that other helper. Per. Even though I really don't think she want the man, I think she just want the baby. In which case, she can go on down to the bank. They have a bank for it. There's a bank for babies. A baby bank. In which case, you can go and select the parent of the child. You can do it. I do want to bring back this, because this is why I came here today. I came to present this to you. Because why? Why is it looking like that? That's terrible. They really said, oh, she a lesbian. Chop her hair off and make her look like Gladys. Like, what did Gladys do? Gladys not even gay. Why is she in it? Listen, Kenya didn't go down to the bank, and now Mark is trying to take her house. I'm telling you, go to the bank. If you want a baby, get you a baby. If you want a man, get you a man. The two do not have to be the same. They don't have to meet in the middle. They can be separate entities. Yeah, you just really don't have to have a baby with a nigga. You can just have a baby with yourself. Lesbians in the 80s taught us that. But yeah, I'm not understanding. Please, I knew when this wig came on the television, I knew that you would be so shook up, T. I was like, oh no, Toribio! Like, no, this is gonna affect him. Please. Oh, it's terrible. Like, now she went in Uncle Clifford's closet. Give her the wig back. Cause wow, what a moment that was displeasing to me and my career. Just terrible. Why did it look like that? Like they really said we want to change up her look. So let's just put her in Gladys Knight cosplay. No. No. That's not what we desire. Okay, so 10 minutes. What we got? You know I was throwing everything at the TV. I know you were. I was like, doggone it. They got him again. Unrelated but related, they canceled Naomi First Kill, and if P Valley isn't renewed, it's given very much anti-black queer woman. Let me tell you something. First Kill, though it was bad, was so good. Like the production value, the CGI blood. Not y'all got CGI blood. Terrible. But it was good. It was very good. And you know what? It is very much giving. Like, the blacks don't need lesbians. The blacks don't need queer representation. The wig from Fantasia's American Idol audition. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. You're out of line. Let's see. Devastated. Katori will pay. Please. She must atone. I've been saying that for the whole year. Yeah, it is giving blacks blacks don't need queer representation. Y'all got RuPaul, doggone it. P Valley is carrying Stars Network right now. It would be crazy not to renew. I agree with you. Fully agree. Because what else is on Stars that's interesting? I mean, I guess the girls are watching Power. I've never enjoyed the show because the first time I watched it, I turned it on and Omari Hardwick was doing the bending. I saw that man's booty cheeks. I was like, oh, I got to turn this off. This is not for me. Because his body is not the shape that I want to see naked. I'm sorry. They just need to give them a better budget. Yeah. I mean, there's so much that can be done as far as season 3 P Valley. I'm telling Katori, call me. I have ideas. I'm a waitress. Like we could get this popping. Period. But yeah, because I would like to see Roulette go further. I've already said this. I'd like to see Farrah and Mercedes go further. I want to see where we're going with Murder, because we've taken this actual murderous turn with his character. I want to see where we go. Like, child, I've never seen one episode of Power or its spinoff. It's for the best because I turned on episode 1 and wow, Omari Hardwick's hippie behind was in my face. I'm not interested in any of the Power spinoffs besides Power Big Book 2. Okay, well, praise God. Is that over? Because I think, ain't we on 3 now? Because don't nobody care about, I ain't heard nobody say nothing about Kanan. Not a thing. First Kill being canceled is just so sad because it did record numbers on such a small budget. It's so disheartening. Truly. Because it was like the #1 show for like a week or something, wasn't it? And they was just like, no, we're not bringing it back. For why? You got views. That's how you know it's not about the views. They like, we don't like black people. It's not about the views. It's the blacks. We don't like them. Even though the white girls literally live for that show. I enjoy all the Powers except Tommy. That shows were legit horrible and boring. Well, I'm sorry to you, but that's what happened when you censor a white man on a black show. Yes, boo, loving all of what you'd like to see. Period. Like, there's so much that we can explore with P Valley that first of all, it would be ludicrous to not renew the show because, girl, we got things to do. Second of all, there are so many angles that we can explore, and P Valley apparently is not afraid of exploring new angles, because why was Mercedes doing the gyrate on that table? They not scared of new angles, so we should see some. I like Omari body. Oh, I'm happy for you. There's a lid for every pot. As for my pot, the silhouette of his body just, it didn't speak to me. It didn't speak to me. That's why Tyler Perry has never had him on a production aside from For Color Girls, where he did not show his behind. Because Tyler Perry wants the good booted niggas. The Brian Whites, the whoever that man was that played Jeffrey on the Have and Have Nots. It's a certain type of booty that Tyler Perry and I agree on as far as looking at a man's behind. And Omari just doesn't have that shape for me. He's a beautiful man, wonderful. Him and his white wife and children. Let me see. Power Books 2, 3, and 4 are all on simultaneously. Now, not y'all getting multi-books. 3, which is the Kanan book, is about to come back on this Sunday. I think P Valley can go for 8 seasons, maybe more. 8 is a lot. 8 is quite a while, but you know what? I don't want to put a specific number on it. 8 sounds good to me because I would like to continue watching P Valley for quite a while. But I think there's only so much we can get out of these characters before it starts to get tired. Like, who's still watching The Simpsons? Who's tuning in to Law and Order SVU every week at this point? Because they've been on so long, it's like, okay, girl, I'll catch up. I'll binge it next year. I'll sit and watch 28 episodes, and then I come back and not watch it for another 5 years. Like, I don't want the show to get stale. I want the show to stay fresh. And what we have right now, I don't think could go 8 seasons. Unless we make some moves in season 3 to set up for more and more. I don't think, because right now they're writing like they're not getting renewed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They're writing, season 1 was written like, well, this it. And season 2 seems to be written the same way. Like, all right, well, we're gonna round it all out. We need security. They don't have the security to write where the show can go on for a while. I don't think. Let's see. My Deuce gets a man. Boondocks Tyler Perry humor. Period. Baby, that episode is so funny to me. Let's see. Did you see the way Patrice was gyrating on that pole? Baby, she dropped it low for Jesus. Bet you would have liked to see Naturi's body, because Naturi was separate. Let me tell you something. It's always a good day to see Mother 3LW's body. That's why I was watching Queens. I was like, not Mother 3LW and she's a lesbian. That's festive. Let's watch. Literally that. Aside from the fact that Eve is my biological birth mother. And I would show y'all the picture of me and her, when I was a child. But it is in my living room, stuck upon the wall. But if you know, you know. Eve is my biological birth mother who had me out of her loins. So, of course, I was going to watch the show to support my biological birth mother who had me, through her body, right? Naturally. Brandy, I enjoy on television. I know she was going to fight people because she only takes roles where she fights the girls. But also because Naturi was playing a lesbian. I was like, oh, look at her getting on out there and experiencing new things. Let's see. But yeah, Patrice dropped it low for my Lord and Savior. I would love 8, but 5 or 6 would probably be more realistic. Exactly. But 8, I enjoy the show and would love to say 8 seasons is what we're gonna get. But I don't know. Listen, we're on season 2000 of Grey's Anatomy. P Valley can get 8. But is anybody clocking in every week for Grey's Anatomy? I mean, I'm sure somebody is. But I mean, consistently. Have you watched from episode season 1, episode 1 to season 2000, episode 84, consistently every week without like skipping a couple weeks and coming back and binging. Like, that's what I mean, because these shows are based on the ratings they get. Some shows are just staple shows. Grey's Anatomy at this point has become a staple show. But like P-Valley, even though I feel like it's a staple show for Stars, which Stars is really just BET at this point. They said Negroes assemble. But I don't know if it's, I don't know. I'm interested though. Queens was amazing, but Eve's maternity leave ruined the show. Exactly. Because the one thing I told Queens, when I told them I was coming by to watch, I said, if Eve's not on the show, neither am I. Like, simple. Very simple. If Eve's not there, why would I be there? Like, I like Brandy. I can go watch Cinderella. I like Naturi. I can play as it's gonna play. I don't know that Latina lady, so I'm not really missing her much. But Eve was the staple. Shelly was our mother on the show, and everybody else was, because she had all them doggone kids. And when they shot Eve and had her just up in the air, it was like, oh no, I won't be here. Nope. Not Mama Val was the nanny. Was. Sure was. I feel like them releasing the episodes on the app at midnight every week low-key screws with the ratings when it actually airs on Sunday night. That's also very likely. Now, I personally be there every midnight. Every Saturday or Sunday midnight. Personally. But everybody ain't like that. Folks got jobs and stuff. I only used to have Grey's Anatomy because it came on before Scandal and Had to Get Away with Murder. I didn't pay attention, but it got my rating. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's how it is for a lot of folks. It's like, okay, well, it's TGIF or TGIT. Let's, turn on ABC for 5 hours and watch whatever's on there until Scandal come on. Let's see. I forgot about Queens. Like, why can't I have representation? Film, darker skinned queer women, we exist, more than applied. Period. I'm actually writing a show right now with an iconic, dark-skinned, feminine lesbian. And honestly, I don't know if it's gonna get picked up because they don't like y'all. Sorry, they don't like y'all at all. My God, today they said, is she black? Is she dark-skinned? Is she lesbian? And is she feminine? She won't be picked up. Let's see. I'll be there at midnight too, so that it doesn't get spoiled for me. But I know I read that most people watch it immediately. I read that most people watch it immediately versus when it airs. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really didn't know it aired. Like, I thought it was a streaming situation only. But I don't have cable, so I would never know. Or satellite or anything like that. I just have streaming only. But yeah, I had no idea. I thought whatever we watched on the app was what we was watching, period. They need to just go on and make it a streaming situation. There's two things that Stars excels at: period drama and black dramas. I agree. And we could do a little black period situation. I want to see, let me see, what era would I want to see Negroes? We already ain't, Franklin and them in the 70s or the 80s. I want to see Negroes I feel like Lovecraft Country was the 50s. Oh, we don't have a lot of eras. Because the further back you get, the worse it get for black people. My God. Maybe the future. My goodness. Maybe what's a cute 90s era black show? I'll be there at midnight as well. I think if Stars goes by streaming, then P-Valley should definitely get renewed. It's the highest rated show on the network. I agree. I want to see pre-colonial Africa. Well, I would like to see it as well. I don't know what they was doing over there though. I have I have no idea. I was gonna say maybe I could write a show about black people in a certain time period. I don't know what they was doing in the pre colonies, honey. I don't know. All I know is roots, honey. When they came by and scooped up Cicely Tyson's boy and carried him to the Americas. That's all I know. And that's terrible. I should do more research. How do you feel about Tyler Perry's new Netflix movie? It's a time period piece from the 40s to the 80s. I didn't know it existed. What's it called? I'll give it a gander. I'm sure it's something. I bet there's a lesbian. I mean, not a lesbian, a gay man. Tyler Perry don't do a lot of lesbians. Even though he had prime, ample opportunity to make Gabrielle Dennis's character a lesbian in Medea's Homecoming. It was right there. It was right there. Just right there. Y'all didn't make her a lesbian. Y'all made her going out with the little boy. As far as dramas, there are plenty of black sitcoms from the 90s, but I'm not sure about drama series. Yeah, I want a series. That's why I have to write a show chronicling my life. Because I was born in the time of 90s. Let's go to Empire of Male, Kingdom of Dahomey. There's so many stories and histories that can be told. Child, well, like I said, let's link. Let's link and tell these stories, honey. Viola Davis's new movie, The Woman King, is set in the Kingdom of Dahomey. Okay. Like that. I would like to see it. It's called A Jazz Man's Blues. It's not out yet. Coming out soon this year. Okay. Well, when it come out, honey, we gonna watch it. You and me. We gonna get on the FaceTime or something and we will see it. My cup does not run its over, so it's about time for me to go because I am thirsty. But this has been a beautiful live, one of my first in years. And yeah, I'm having a good time. I agree the mother should have been a lesbian and the boyfriend should have been with the son. It was right there. It was right there. Having the mother's best friend go with the daddy instead of go with her, because it was right there. It just didn't make sense. Y'all hate lesbians. Y'all hate lesbians. Let's see. I love that. Oh yeah, we own it. I just hope Tyler does better. I'm still pissed at how he ended the have and have nots ended. My Lord, today ain't nobody called because I stopped watching honey after Lil Quincy died. Good night, T. Good night. But yeah, Homecoming, if I wrote it, it would have been different. That's all I'm saying. There would have been more queer representation in the film. Because one thing about Tyler Perry, he's not going to write a lesbian. I'm sorry. He'll write a gay man down. A lesbian? No. And he's just really from that generation, honestly, of the time before now when the girls didn't associate, when the gay men and the gay women just kind of was on different quadrants. You got out right in time when Lil Quincy died, so did the show. Well, praise God for me leaving. Because I didn't want to be a part. But yeah, Tyler Perry's of that situation where I don't think he knows that we the queers just all be together now. I spend the majority of my time with queer male aligned people. Like, anyway, like I said, I'm out of here. This has been a very cute moment. Thank you guys for joining me on this little test stream. This has been a wonderful 2 hours, and I'll come back. I liked it. I'll be back. Like, comment, subscribe. All the things the YouTubers say. My socials are here. And you can catch those before I go. You can pause it if you need